relationships can never truly be created or destroyed. This is because our relationships with others are energetic in nature. They are energetic bonds. And as we know, energy itself cannot be created or destroyed. If you've recently gone through a breakup, or maybe not so recently, maybe this breakup happened months or years ago, the amount of time standing between you here in the present and what you consider to be the end of this relationship doesn't matter. Because again, your relationship with your ex is an energetic bond, a bond that, although it may have been altered, is actually not destroyed at all, even after what we call the breakup. This is why we can use the law of attraction to rekindle any past romance in our lives. And in this video, I'm going to teach you powerful law of attraction principles you can apply in order to get your ex back using the law of attraction, using this understanding that relationships are nothing more than energy, and that as powerful conscious creators, powerful directors and channels for energy, we hold the power to consciously create, or in this case, rekindle any energetic bond, any relationship in our lives. But first, let me introduce myself. I know many of you are new here, so if you are, hello. I hope you're having a wonderful day. My name is Infinity, and this is Magnetize Yourself, where we talk about life, love, spirituality, and of course, the law of attraction. On this channel, I strive to create a beautiful community of souls, of like-minded, conscious, creative beings supporting one another on our own journeys in life. So if that resonates with you, please subscribe to my channel. Subscribing really helps me with the YouTube algorithm. It helps my videos to get shown in the results and shown to people who potentially would resonate with them or need to hear them. So thank you to all of you who have subscribed and supported me in that way, and who, more importantly, have chosen to take time out of your day to share this energetic space with me here on YouTube, to share some of your beautiful light and energy with me. If you clicked on this video, I'm guessing that either you've gone through a breakup that you didn't want, or maybe you wanted to end the relationship, but now you're having second thoughts. Or maybe this relationship feels ancient to you at this point. Months, years go by, and you realize that you long to reconnect with this person. Through these law of attraction-based techniques, ideas, you can reconnect with any past lover, any ex. And I just want to preface this video by saying, if you feel uncertain because it feels like there's a lot of negative energy, sometimes what we call bad blood, between you and your ex, and you're not sure if this technique will work, I want to assure you that it will. This negative energy between you and your ex can be dissolved as easily as it was created. The thing about these negative feelings that you and your ex may have toward one another, these grudges, is that just like your relationship itself, it's only a form of energy. And energy is created through our thoughts, through our focus. So the first step to getting your ex back using the law of attraction, in fact, the most important step of all, is to remove these negative energies between you, to dissolve these blocks that are created by your focus. Sometimes when we get into a spiral of negative thinking or negative energies moving between us and another person that cause these bad thoughts that we have about each other, it may feel as if it's unavoidable, as if it's just the way it is and there's nothing we can do about it. But I want to present to you that everything has the potential to be transformed, to change. Just think of a time when you had a fight with a friend or a family member and you told each other you were never speaking again. It was as if you hated each other. Those feelings of disdain were only caused by this energetic dance that begins to happen when we think negatively about someone, and then they in turn sense our negative energy and begin to reflect it and think negatively about us, which then we pick up on and reflect back to them, and on it goes in this downward spiral of negativity. But perhaps you can think of a time when this was happening to you in a friendship or a relationship. And maybe you did stop talking, but then all of a sudden the air was cleared some way. You reconnected, and it was as if this argument never happened. That is exactly the kind of fresh start you can have with anyone, including your ex, no matter what has happened, been said, or been thought between you. However, when these negative thoughts are moving back and forth between us and another person, they are very blinding on both sides. We are unable to truly see one another, to truly connect with one another. This is why in an argument, you may often feel as if you're just speaking past one another, like they aren't truly hearing what you're trying to say, and you're not hearing what they're trying to say. It's because this block of negative energy is causing all of your words to be lost in translation. This is why, if you've been actively trying to reach out to your ex and it hasn't been working, this is the reason why. Because of this bad blood between you, because of these fast-moving negative energies that are still moving between you, there is a curtain that is hung between you anytime you try to communicate. And every time you attempt to speak through that curtain, your voice is muted or changed. They aren't really connecting with you. They aren't truly hearing you. And that's not your fault. And it's not theirs. It's simply the inevitable result of these negative energies that still exist between you. So you must find some way of releasing these feelings. I have created a subliminal affirmations track designed just for this purpose. The problem with many of these negative thoughts that we have about our ex is that they can be unconscious. So we try to communicate, to reach out. We may even think that we're in a positive headspace about this person. But if they're not positively responding to us, to our attempts to connect, this means there is some form of energetic block between us and this person. And by block, I simply mean we have subconscious or conscious, but possibly subconscious, negative thoughts about this person, about our past, about this relationship that happened, that we are storing in those unconscious parts of the mind that are preventing us from fully seeing one another and communicating and connecting. So if you'd like to explore this subliminal I have created to reprogram your subconscious mind, rekindle this energetic connection between you and an ex-lover, check either the pinned comment or the description box of the video. Once you release your negative thoughts about your ex, both currently and any grudges you may be holding about the past with them, only then will you be able to open a clear line of communication. This is moving into the second law of attraction step or concept to getting your ex back. You must understand that communication must happen first in the mind before it happens through our words. Another way of looking at this is an energetic line of communication must be cleared between us and the other person before we can communicate in the physical. And I say communicate, not speak, because they're two different things. Sure, you can speak to your ex without doing this energy work. You can say words to them and they can say words to you, but you won't truly be communicating, because communicating involves mutual understanding of one another. And that can only happen when we clear the energy first. So if you are in a negative headspace, do not reach out to your ex, because this negative headspace is an indication that there is not a clear channel, a clear line of energetic communication between you and your ex. Therefore, any attempt to reach out to them will be in vain. You'll be speaking but not communicating, and you won't rekindle this connection through that exchange of words, through that conversation. If you are in this negative space about your ex, I recommend, instead of reaching for your phone to text them, close your eyes and tune inward. This may sound counterproductive, but if you feel negatively about your ex, that means you are heavily focusing on them, on the past, maybe on the current circumstances of your connection. And how I know this is because you are actively feeling negative about it, which means you are absolutely focusing in that direction. You must withdraw your focus altogether from your ex when you're feeling negative, because it's nearly impossible once you get all of that negative energetic momentum going to just suddenly flip it to the positive. It's much simpler to simply withdraw your attention altogether. So set aside time every day for 21 days in which you will meditate. And I say 21 days because research has shown that is the amount of time it takes to form a new habit, not just habits of action, but habits of thinking as well. Get into the habit of tuning into yourself before tuning out into the world. During this time, if you are feeling negative about your ex, do not do any form of active law of attraction process on them until you are in a clear headspace, a calm space about the situation. This is where so many law of attraction techniques to get your ex back go so wrong. Because although there are many powerful processes out there to rekindle this positive energy, this romantic energy with your ex, if you are feeling negative about them while you do these processes, your efforts will be futile. In fact, you will actually be working against your own intention, because the more energy you put in that direction through these processes, the more you will repel them because of that negativity that's still there. So yes, these processes are powerful, but first, withdraw your attention, especially if there's a lot of bad blood or negativity between you and this person. Once you are feeling calm, centered, and confident, positive about the situation, again, this could take any length of time. I say 21 days, but it could be 6 hours, it could be a day, it could be a month. It all depends on your energetic situation. But once you are in that calm, clear headspace, and again, be real with yourself, be honest about how you're feeling, because if you're trying to gloss over the negativity and not truly do the inner work first, again, these powerful techniques will be in vain or will even work against you. But once you're sure that you're in that clear headspace, that calm, confident, maybe even hopeful or optimistic space, now you can move into step 3, which is actively using a law of attraction-based process in order to build this positive momentum between you and your ex. I want you to think of this entire process as like a train. Let's say this train can go 2 directions. In one direction, it can go very quickly in the direction of feeling really negative about your ex, terrible about the situation, and therefore having no connection with them, or even worse, having negative exchanges with them. We want this train to start moving in the opposite direction, toward clearing communication with your ex, beginning to feel more optimistic, more positive about each other, moving faster in that positive direction until finally someone reaches out. There's a positive exchange made. There's a positive connection point. And from there, that's a stepping off point into a brand new, beautiful relationship with your ex. The problem is, you can't simply turn a train around the other direction. from the negative to the positive, first it must come to a complete stop. That is why I said earlier, when you're feeling negative, you need to allow that negativity to come to a stop by withdrawing your focus altogether. Once it comes to a stop, only then can you use these law of attraction techniques to begin putting energy in the other direction, moving the train in this positive direction. And then these techniques will make the train go faster. So think of law of attraction techniques as building momentum, but you want to build momentum in the right direction. So if you're moving toward the negative and you use law of attraction techniques, you're only going to get more of the negative. But if you're moving into the positive direction, even just a little bit, even if you just feel calm and optimistic and a little bit hopeful about the situation, now you're ready to put that momentum into the positive direction. And once that momentum is started, the beautiful thing about it is it will continue to grow exponentially. So once you are feeling calm and happy and relaxed about this situation with your ex, you may be shocked when you begin to then apply these processes, how quickly they come back into your life, how quickly this relationship is formed. This, again, brand new relationship, because although your energetic connection has always been there, using this process, your relationship with them can be completely new. It can be better in every way than it was before because of this new energy you're putting into it. So you can use any number of processes to build this positive momentum. And again, the goal is to just use these processes to get that positive momentum going, to feel better and better about the situation and your connection, until finally you either feel really inspired to reach out to them, to call them or text them, or maybe they will text you or reach out to you in some way. The most popular process is visualization. Visualization is so powerful because most of us predominantly interpret energy through our eyes. And because of this, when we visualize, we are impressing new visions upon our mind. We are using our sense of sight through our imagination to create something, to call it into existence. As you visualize, I want you to imagine yourself reconnecting with your ex in the most beautiful, deep, meaningful way. Whatever this means for you, allow your intuition to guide these visualizations. Imagine them reaching out to you, texting or calling you, and having an amazing conversation. Imagine meeting up for coffee and laughing together. Any form of positive interaction that comes to mind that feels good as you envision it is the perfect visualization for you in this exercise. I personally always incorporate subliminals as I meditate because I find it much easier to focus my attention upon a particular goal. And I also can feel the subliminal affirmations simultaneously working on my subconscious mind to shift my energy in this direction as I visualize. I have created a library of over 100 subliminals to assist you in manifesting in all areas of life. I have even created a specific subliminal designed to open this clear line of communication between you and your ex, dissolve any negative energies, and help you to rekindle this relationship. So if you'd like to learn more about that subliminal, check the pinned comment or the description box. Besides visualizing, you could also incorporate affirmations. If you use affirmations, write out affirmations in the positive, present, first person that feel good to you. Again, this feeling good is the key. The reason I say that is because when you feel good about a certain visualization exercise, or as you speak an affirmation aloud, that means the energy is moving in the positive direction. I never recommend just blindly following any law of attraction technique from any spiritual teacher, because your own intuition is your greatest teacher of all. It will always show you the way. So if you're feeling really good, really positive, really happy about a certain process, that means it's working on you. It's meant for you. And if you're not feeling good about it, it doesn't matter how many people successfully have used that process or how many people talk about how great it is. If you feel negative while you're using it, it isn't the process for you at that time. Your intuition is guiding you in a different direction. Try this process, these 3 steps, for at least 21 days and just see what happens. See how the energy begins to shift between you and your ex as a result of taking control of your own vibrational output through your thoughts, through your visualizations, through your words, and through the places in your life in which you withdraw your focus, which is equally as important. Leave me a comment below. Tell me a little bit about your situation. Are you trying to recreate a relationship with an ex? Have you found it difficult as you've been trying to reach out to them and you're coming across these energetic blocks? Share a little bit about your story, because every time you share your story, you are connecting with the energy of this community as a whole. By leaving a comment, you are joining in our giant YouTube mastermind we are forming together. This mastermind of energy and inspiration that we can all draw upon to manifest our own individual desires, whatever those may be. Thank you so much for joining me here in this energetic space on YouTube. I am so grateful for each and every one of you. I hope you have a wonderful, magical, manifestational rest of your day, and I'll talk to you again in the next podcast.